I'm Hina Patel. I am the executive chef and co-owner at Besharam, and you are standing here and cooking next to me at my restaurant, which is situated in a Dog Patch historic district in San Francisco. I'm highlighting watermelon today. I'm kind of flirting with watermelon, and this dish speaks to me a lot. Is steam cooked dumplings. My mom made with dudi, which is bottle gourd. She made with karela, with bitter melon, and I decided why not try watermelon. And watermelon is equals summer to me. So Gujarati cuisine is so rich, is handed down by the women of my family, by generations, celebrate the traditions. This recipe is the celebration of those women. Watermelon is a good, so we're gonna use it as it is. This dish is gluten free, so we're using the besan. Besan is used quite frequently in my cuisine, and it has a natural protein, but it also acts as a thickening. It's a chickpea flour. 1 cup of our besan and half the amount of millet. I'm adding some corn flour. It adds the richness, the crunch, little hearty, and corn is in season. We're gonna start with touch of oil. We're gonna flavor this batter with green chili, touch of turmeric. I love the bite of green chilies, but if you don't like it, you can avoid adding the Fresno cut chilies, cilantro, and sugar, salt. So these are all the dry ingredients I'm adding right now, and I'm mixing with our flour. As you see, this is the asafoetida, and we want to mix it well, just like you do the cake with the dry ingredients before you add the wet. I'm doing same. Gujarati cuisine is all about adding the flavors layer by layer. Now we're gonna start adding the little moisture to this flour. As a farmer, I learned to give respect to the vegetables very early in my life, and that means using each and every part of vegetable. I had the rind went in. I have fresh watermelon here already shredded with lots of juice and lots of colors. I'm using rind with the red watermelon that gives the color. We're feeding the ice first. I think this reminds me of my mom. This was our breakfast. First 20 years of my life I spent with my parents in India, and these are the dishes I grew up with. This is my batter looks like. It has lots of moisture. Our watermelon see through all around. We want that. We want sticky. At this point, I'm gonna try, before we start putting it in a steamer, I wanna make sure it's well seasoned. It's perfect. Here I have parchment paper cut down 8 by 8 or little square size, and I put touch of oil on top there. I'm gonna dump. We're making little dumplings. I'm adding fresh watermelon right on top. Why not? We want that sweety, juicy watermelon on top, and it tastes amazing. I promise. This is our little bundle. We're gonna lift it up. We're gonna put it in a steamer. We're gonna cook it for 15 minutes, and when it comes out, we're gonna temper it and serve with a hot chai. Gonna put it on high heat. This is my water. I put the water up to the middle of the range in a pot, and the steam comes out. We want to make sure that the steamer doesn't touch water. We already have so much moisture in this dumpling. We don't want water to seep into it. So the water always rolling, boiling, we need that, but it should not touch our basket. That's the trick. In this steamer, we're gonna put at least 15 minutes before we take it out. Now we're gonna heat up the oil and pour all over, and then serve with the raita and the chai. So tempering in my cuisine is like waking up the dish. Whenever whenever my mom tempered the dish, we knew it's time for dinner. We're gonna do the same technique, use waking up, brighten up, the tempered oil on top. That will first hit your mouth, so you wanna put the flavor in this oil. We're gonna pop our mustard seeds as safatida, touch of chilies, and some curry leaves, and then we pour it over the dumplings, and we have it with the hot chai and cold raita. You can always try one mustard seed. When it pops, it's time to add ingredients in a very fast manner. We do not want to burn the ingredients, but we want to cook them on a high temperature, and that's called tempering. In Gujarati word for this is vagar. We're gonna start with our mustard seeds. Gonna add some chilies, some curry leaves, add a safatida, so this is watermelon mutia, steam cooked dumplings with the watermelon. It's flavorful, as protein rich. It's perfect to have it first thing in the morning. So this is our watermelon raita. I wish you can join me.